I rode over this piece of sand yesterday, and this is very loose, and I think it's deeper. I'm sinking in already. Look at this. This is so crazy. You come here and you really... It's a big hole, I show you. I'll go around now. This is really dangerous. I mean, like, this was very short only, but you look at this. This is crazy. If this is bigger, you're not gonna do anything. I mean, like, I even don't know how to turn the wheel, but this was very easy here. It's very, it's not so deep, but still, look, this is just like, here, just like driving into already like 5 centimeter deep. Whew. I felt it yesterday. The front wheel was going away. Be careful, man. All right, guys, I can tell you, I'm so happy that I see this now. I've been riding 35,000 kilometers. And now I lost one fucking screw. This is the only thing I would do really different. Next time I would put bolt through it that cannot go off. Because if you lose this abroad, it's always a bit of a hassle. I only had like screws in there, which were put in by the beautiful people at the company where I bought it. But next time, something that cannot go off. Trying to fix this with the help of the beautiful gentleman who has all the equipment here.
We will fix it.
He's a man from the bush, I learned. Going out there quite often. If you look at this car.
I know we're probably from the city. Originally, yeah.
Oh, look, everything is here. Fantastic. Yeah, let's try to fix this.
The only thing I haven't got is a locking nut.
Yeah, I'm gonna get one in Carburon.
When you put your nut on,
Yeah.
right where it's going to be.
I've got two actually.
So we're adding a locking nut as well, so it doesn't go off, hopefully, again. Oh, look at this. Better than nothing. We're going. It's actually the first fix on the road, right? So I hope it's not gonna count too much now. I'm back at the campsite. It has been a good ride. Now enjoying some nice lunch, some lump with some fennel and some champignons, some mushrooms. And later I think I will just chill because I'm a bit exhausted now. Let's go. It's time to clean the chain and lubricate again because obviously there was lots of dust coming in. So I put away this kind of guide here, which is protecting the engine if the chain would break, but it also prevents all the dirt going into the machine and kind of to the metal. So this has been taken off, cleaned. The chain is cleaned a little bit down and there, also cleaned. All around here, that's cleaned. And also this part, which we're now gonna put on again. After losing that screw, I'm going around and check all the screws now. Because as you saw, it was kind of a bumpy road. I'm just checking if all the screws are still in place. I mean, like all the screws that I once opened, I trust Yamaha that all the screws that they put in, they will not go open. And if so, I mean, like, what can I do, right? I cannot check all the screws. But all the ones that I opened, but this one I never opened, but I still checked it because it's important. Yeah, I think this all looks good, at least the ones that I can see. So the friendly person at the fuel station, he put in this combination here, which is obviously not too bad, but I don't think that would hold. And also it's a little bit funny because my friend who sold me the motorbike, he was kind enough to help me also put a number plate on when I picked up the motorbike. And he's like, hey Alex, this will never go off, right? So, I mean, like, I trust this guy and I really love him, but you need to consider if you are going fucking overlanding, take care of your stuff and do it yourself and maintain your motorbike yourself. You have to understand it because otherwise you all kind of lose. And that's why I kind of took out those screws again, the kind gentleman put in. And I put now 2 self-fixing screws on both sides with a washer in between. So I think that should hold. I feel good with that. And I think we're good to go ahead on some more gravel road. So with regards to chain lubrication in Germany, Europe, I love to use the product from S100. They're just good, I like them. Here in Australia, when I arrived, I went to the Yamaha store in the center of Adelaide and they sold me the Moto chain lubrication for road, which is completely crap. They recommended this to me and it's the worst thing ever because as soon as you get a little bit of sand, it sticks and it's not lubrication, it's like wax. and you have sandpaper on it. It's just like, it doesn't go away, and everything is here still like in there, like it's very dirty. Like, I hope you can see the spring. It's full of dirt because the wax that got on there really just holds it, so really bad. With regards to S100, I found this stuff here, and this is pretty similar in color. It behaves similarly. As soon as I get into dirt and sand, all the lubrication kind of goes off, the sand goes off, and the chain becomes dry, which is actually what I want when I'm out in sand, because I don't want to have the sand sticking on the chain. So this is really good stuff. I like it. It was a bit more expensive. I think I paid like 40 Australian dollars for this one, and the cleaner is like I think 20 Australian dollars. But this is for on-road and off-road. I think that's good. I would be keen to learn which kind of lubrication you use, especially here in Australia. If there is a better one, for the purpose of, say, like 90% on-road and 10% off-road. But if you go off-road here, you have the sand in your face and in your chain.
The wild route ahead. After returning to Carnarvon, we will now head north to Coral Bay, and from there east towards Tom Price and Karijini National Park.
The campsite here is ridiculously expensive. It's like 62 Australian dollars for one night, unpowered. I'm at the very end of the campsite also, but the beach is beautiful. Stay with me, you're gonna see in a second. It's gonna be insane. It's probably high season at the moment, but yeah, they have a bar over there. Laundry is here, you get fresh water, which is good because actually we're in the desert here, right? So yeah, let's go to the beach. Obviously I crushed myself into sunscreen, sun protector, sun blocker, because the sun is hitting down from the sky. It was a little bit crazy because when I drove into Coral Bay here, I realized that I've been here 8 years ago. I actually said I'm not gonna go to a place twice, but I mean, like, what shall I do? I'm here now, right? I'm not gonna turn around. It's really beautiful. It's good staying here. Last time I only stayed for a couple of hours, but now, all right, let's go. We do have some clouds, but still, go ahead. There will be awesome conditions for some windsurfing or kitesurfing. Flat water. Alright folks, it has been a long day on the road today, and I didn't make it to the location where I wanted to go. The campsite before was not really for tents. They only had like places with bitumen. So I drove a little bit further. The next place was really next to the road. I don't really want to stay there. And now I just passed by this place here. It's kind of, I think that it's used by the road workers, kind of get the equipment. And yeah, there's a beautiful couple also sleeping here tonight. And I'm just gonna pitch my tent here, just behind the trees, and be a little bit more silent. And tomorrow we're gonna go to Tom Price. And the day after we booked Karijini National Park for one night. That's gonna be an amazing trip. Right, it's dark now. The tent is set up. First time I measured the time, it took me 22 minutes until everything is ready. Face is washed, and now I can open the kitchen.